So I was trying to find a solution that works for both of us. I actually bought it in case I needed it.
Oh, she brought it with her! Oh, of course you did, Jack.
You want the trash, I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together.
Hello, I'm Wilko and welcome to Rehashed. We are focused on Married at First Sight Australia Season 12 and we're about to get into another Commit Me. Oh, lock me up and commit me forever because this season has been a ride so far. If you've been enjoying this or any of the other shows, yes, we do other shows on this channel. If you've been enjoying them, you can also donate at rehashed.com.au or just give thanks. There is a button below this video. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how many people are going to say leave tonight and how many couples where one's going to write leave and one's going to write stay. I hope we get a double leave. That'd be nice. You know, we need to cull some of them because some of them are just there for padding at the moment. If you don't know, the commitment, I call them commit me's because it makes more sense. The commit me ceremonies, they happen right after a dinner party. So everybody's got that kind of anxiety from the night before. One particular couple who have never really been doing well, unless you catch them in the Uber on the ride from their Sky Suites through to the dinner party. That's when they're really, you know, at their best, where Ryan's telling Jacqui what the game plan's going to be for their own personal narrative on how good they're doing. Did I mention the couple? Yeah, I'm talking about Jack and Rhi. And it seems like in their world of Delulu, they're trying to fix their relationship by nailing something that wasn't nailed in their wedding. Certainly wasn't each other.
Ready?
Oh, that way?
Oh no, he's going to dip her.
On the table. It's too dangerous. Don't mean that way.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh my God, he's going to dip her.
That was fun.
That's it, redemption.
Now you got 99 times to go. Actually, 99.
Who's counting?
95. I'm counting.
Okay, so she's going to make him... So she's going to make him dip her another 95 times or something before what? He's paid off his drop her debt? Oh, see, bring it in. Hey, Jacqui, it doesn't matter what you say in the media. This is all enough for us. You know, we've seen enough because I don't think this was Rhi's idea. In the opening sequences of a Commit Me episode, we do have to do a little whip around and figure out how everyone's doing. And they are really trying hard to make sure that we think that Tony and Morena are doing really well. Producers, you've done a bad job. There is no way that we are going to believe that Tony and Morena are doing weller now.
I was treated unfairly last night. You heard one side and you were coming at me and I was trying to speak and get a word in. Didn't matter what I said, was always going to be wrong according to everyone. Again, this is a two-way relationship. Getting used to this now. There's things that I'm upset about.
They stopped doing the subtitles. So I missed some stuff. Adrian's sitting there saying that he's been done dirty. It seems like he's also not sharing a room with Athena. And that makes sense to me. Athena, if you're smart, you should stop sharing rooms with Adrian forever. This guy has very close to zero emotional intelligence. Like he doesn't know how to process his emotions and he doesn't know how to deal with other people's emotions, especially his partner in the experiment, his TV wife.
I want to ask a question. Do you think that in the last 2 weeks, the way I've acted has nothing to do with how you acted?
My God, Adrian, I have you, honestly...
Talk about you first and then we can talk about Athena.
I'm asking.
You're asking me whether or not to validate your behaviour towards me due to my actions.
I'm saying
that is not okay, Adrian.
I'm saying certain time. You're not in the wrong any time.
Adrian.
You're not in the wrong any time.
Okay, now you're trying to deflect on me again.
All right, child, listen up. You need to take ownership over your actions before you demand that she bends a knee and says, these are all the things that I've done wrong as well, okay? So, because you're the one who's really messing up, no one is saying Athena is perfect because perfection doesn't exist. But once again, because you can't communicate effectively, you believe that she must then list all of her issues so you feel comfortable saying the things that you've done wrong and apologizing for them. Grow the fuck up. You know what? You know what would change your entire life? If you actually walked in and you said, hey, can we talk? I've really made some mistakes and I want to go through them and I want to talk about how I'm sorry for those mistakes, how I got there, and then I want to bring up some stuff that where you make me feel a certain type of way. That's how you do that. It's not that hard. But here's the thing, you don't want to take ownership because I think deep down you think you haven't made any mistakes.
You haven't said one thing that you're doing wrong and why you're understanding why I'm feeling. You're not taking any accountability on that. That's why I'm getting frustrated.
You're not
I'm
taking any
accountability. And
either.
I'm sorry.
No, you haven't. Your actions right now show that you're not accountable at all.
It's okay. Get me out of that. Remember, I read that word deflect one more time. You just can't win with these women.
Oh, yeah. And that comment alone just says you're a guy who just kind of hates women. Like you love them for the things that they can do for you, but you really hate them, and you probably need to work on that. Nobody, including women, and especially your TV bride, nobody is there to just service your needs 24/7. You talk about it being a two-way street. Maybe you should bend a little bit first before you expect anyone else to. In our little whip around, we also meet Willie with the big Billy, and he is also very sad. Oh, sad Willie. His TV bride has not been living with him for quite some time, although they haven't really expressed how long they haven't been sharing the same room. Billy is super down in the dumps, which makes sense because his couple hit a roadblock and they didn't try and break through it. They didn't try and get over it. They just put more bricks up on it. And Sierra is looking super broken at the moment.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a commodity that you can trade, first of all. Second of all, why would you want a wife swap if you were so happy? If you actually liked me, you'd want me for yourself. And now he's clung on to this dinner with Tony and Adrian.
Yeah, look, he is clinging on to it. And you might be right, Sierra. Maybe he just doesn't want to be with you and he's using this as some sort of excuse, but you did give him some pretty good reasons. You never opened up to him emotionally and you kind of just wanted to use him for the big Willie. And he doesn't want to be in a relationship where he's just used for that. No, I'm going to stand by that. I know he's a straight man, but I'm going to stand by that Billy is looking for more than just someone to use his big Willie on. How many times did I say Willie and Billy? I agree with you. Billy, even if it was in jest or out of anger, he shouldn't be saying like he wants to swap his wife. But then also I can see why he might bring that up because it seems like you and Adrian could do a straight swap and maybe both of you would be very happy. All right, finally, let's get on the commitment couch. Let's just go through the stays. People who are staying, Jamie and Dave, tick, they are clearly very much into each other. They enjoy being around each other. I don't know if it's love, but they're certainly having a really great time. Teejay and Beth get their first couch time, and it's all very happy and nice, but remember, they're so early on. We haven't seen the toxic come out yet, so I'm going to hold my judgment. And I'm still shocked that Paul hasn't shown the side that I thought he was going to show. I don't know. I feel like there's something else there and we're just not getting it. But Paul and Carina both also writing stay and still 100% apparently. Eliot and his new bride didn't have the best of time at the dinner party just in the prior episode because Eliot had some things that he had to resolve. Well, I don't know if he knew that he had to resolve them with his ex-trad wife, Lauren. Lauren's moved on with Clint, and it seems like both of the relationships they're doing okay until the dinner party. Clint, he actually did a really great job backing up Lauren 100%. He was not backing down. He knew the job and he was really going for it. Veronica was not necessarily happy with how Eliot handled things, and rightly so.
Yeah, it was very confronting.
What was so confronting about it for you?
Hearing Lauren's side of the story, what she went through, is not a side of Eliot that I've ever seen. And then I guess the way that he was kind of responding to everybody was disappointing. I just didn't really feel like Eliot was empathetic or open to it. He was kind of putting Lauren down at another point, like shaming her. Just the general way that he handled himself didn't really sit well with me.
I love the way that Veronica is so calm and collected and just very articulately expressing her feelings on how she felt watching her TV husband act that way to his TV ex-wife. Oh, God, what a tangled web we're in right now. Is it just me, but like watching this while it's happening on the couch, does it seem like Eliot's actually... Does he look like it's kind of sinking in a little bit? Eliot's face is actually giving me remorse at the moment. Just his face. I don't know if he's acting better right now, but I'll just hold my judgment and keep watching.
I'll take ownership of that. I guess my kind of defenses went up a little bit when the fire turned towards me, and I 100% think that that's wrong. You know, I should be able to sit there and, you know, say I'm sorry, because I 100% have regrets about how I handled the whole situation. Number one, the manner in which I left. I think that's quite clearly a mistake.
What is happening? This could be one of those things where Eliot's just saying all the things that he knows that we need to hear for him to get this redemption arc that the producers want so badly for him. Or it could actually be true. And maybe I'm just very tired today. It has been a long day. But I'm kind of buying it. I don't know why. Does coercive control work through the screen? Even his face, when he's explaining these things, it feels like he's not trying to lie. There is a little bit of smirkiness about it, but I think that might just be him. But he is like looking up to get the answers, which means he's actually searching his brain for the truth. I don't know. Am I buying this? I would love to know what you think about Eliot's apology so far. Put it in the comments.
It might not ever be something that you'll forgive, but I'm sorry nonetheless. Like, I mean that sincerely.
Thanks.
What is happening? To be fair, this is a shock to me. I don't really know exactly what to say because Eliot's saying everything right. He's taking ownership. He's explaining how he felt, but he's also not trying to use it as a justification of what he did. What has Veronica done? She's incredible. Or he's a paid actor and nothing is real. Both Veronica and Eliot write stay. So they're sticking around a little bit longer, and now it's over to the trad wife hand-me-down and Clint. And I don't think she could find anything wrong with him. Like, he seems to be ticking all of her boxes so far. Like, he's kind, he's really backing her up, he's an older guy, he's got money. I think she's into that.
It's definitely been an upgrade of an experience from the get-go. I think Clint has pretty much all the qualities that I look for.
Okay. Oh, and finally we get to see Lauren in her villain era. You know, it was set up so well. The stuff that happened at her wedding. Oh, and the stuff that happened at the hens party where she was sort of having a crack at Jamie for not being up to scratch of the type of person that she would hang out with. So I was really excited to see Lauren as a villain. And maybe we're going to see that now. Oh, fingers crossed.
With Eliot's vows, he talked a lot about certain things, traits that I asked for, but his actions were completely different.
Yeah, I think you can just move on now. I think you can just, it's good to explain that, like, you know, you had a bad experience and now you're having a good one, but you can't keep kicking him now. Like, he just apologized to you and then you accept that apology. So I would just tone down the snarkiness. Maybe a little bit. That's just me though.
I look around the room and I think she's just the most stunning person in the room, so.
That's amazing. And on that note, let's go to the decision.
Pause. We know they're both going to write stay. I love that Clint is sitting there saying that Lauren, the trad wife hand-me-down, is the most beautiful woman in the room, and yet it turns out he's with another one of the women in the room now. Jacqui's never going to let him forget that because he said that on telly now. And they probably had to sit there and watch that on the couch together in the Tassie Chateau. He's just there with his female. He's in the Tassie Chateau and he's got to sit there and watch. And he's got to go, no, baby, listen here, my baby doll. Speaking of Jacqui and Rhi, I don't know where we're going to be at the end of this. I'm expecting that the experts would be thinking, well, they've got to go. They've both got to write leave after everything that's been coming up at all the dinner parties, even though they go in going, you know, we're a team, right? And so we're going to play it cool. We're not going to be mad, but we're not going to be too happy. Remember, them's the rules. You would assume that both of them are going to write leave. She's not into him. No matter how many manifestos that she types out, Rhi's never going to let it land. In their sit-down time, she's trying to explain to the experts exactly what the manifesto was about.
And I was trying to be so optimistic and still, like, give this man the best chance I could. So I was trying to find a solution that works for both of us. I actually bought it in case I needed it.
Oh, she brought it with her! Oh, of course you did, Jack. Why would you leave it at home? You might forget something on your very long list. I thought we all agreed that the list was a very, very dumb idea, and I thought you were moving past the list, and yet you brought it. Why? Because you want to read it out in front of the experts? Because you think that they're going to go, actually, that's a perfect list, Jacqui. You know what? We're going to give that an A+. Mate, she's great. She's so good. She doesn't even know how unhinged she is. And that's the best kind of unhinged.
Ryan dropped me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're going back there again.
Struggling because he never really did anything to make it up to me. I mentioned it would be really fun if we dance every night and you dip me 100 times and make up to me.
I did dip you again after that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no. You did, but, you haven't done like 100 times yet. So you're still working off. I know you've done it, but you're still working those 100 dips off. So I'm going to bring it up now. In fact, there's footage of me at the wedding after falling over going, I actually didn't hit my head at all, and I thought it was really funny. And it's so funny now that it's not funny to you anymore. It's a serious thing that Ryan has to continually make up for. And you know what's so funny, Jacqui, is that if you had just been a little bit more like on the hinge, Rhi would have come off as the Timu Tate that everyone's calling him. And he would have been the focal point. But you do such a good job of just taking that focus. Oh, please, bring up more things on the list.
We did do some things to make it better.
You did,
we did
3 dips, but you didn't do enough.
Yeah, okay. You did 3 dips. You just didn't do enough dips, okay? And how am I meant to get through things when you haven't dipped me 100 times to make up for that one time that you dropped me where I didn't hit my head and I told you that it was funny and not to worry about it? These are real tears.
I just wanted more. And you,
of what? Because I did ask
just told you, again, I would have wanted you to dance me 100 times and dip me, so I never feel like you're going to drop me again. Buy me flowers or,
I just want you to dance with me 100 times so I never feel like you're going to drop me again. Jacqui, come in. Jack. Go get some help, baby doll. You need to go and spend some time with a therapist so they can break things down for you, because it's okay. We've all got problems, but your problems are deep. You can't come on this show if you've got problems with yourself. It's probably the only way you're going to get cast on the show because, trash, mess and drama. But this goes for dating in general. You can't get on Tinder unless you've worked on yourself and you feel like you're in a good place that you can bring someone else into that environment, your personal environment. And why people still haven't figured that out is beyond me. Jacqui, you are not ready for a relationship. You haven't done enough work on yourself. Okay, another couple that were already on the couch and they said stay, Jeff and Rhi, they're really trying to get that MAFS bonus. So they're trying to create as much trash, mess and drama as they can, and all comes down to the text messages that Jack sent to Jeff and said, oh no, it's just going to be us, let's catch up. Now, I've seen the text, the alleged receipts, and it does seem a little bit less of a thing that Jeff and Rhi have made it out to be. But still, because of trash, mess and drama, we must bring it up on the couch.
Do you understand why Rhi felt the way she felt?
Yeah, so I think from my perspective, I was in a really, really bad place, and I just needed to have some more people kind of have my back a little bit so that when they see the behavior going on in front of them, they can call him out. I'm in a position where I can't handle Ryan on my own because it's just constant. I'm sorry.
That just makes me sound terrible.
It's true though, Ryan, it's true.
So you just wrote stay on the couch with this guy, and yet you're going to then annihilate him again for being just shitty, and you need some sort of backup as if he's a child. And, we've really got to be on the same page with this kid, guys, all right? Everyone's got to help Jack out because Jack can't raise Rhi by herself. Please. We can talk about editing all day long, and you can say that, you thought you were going on a documentary. Okay. And we don't get to see the real Ryan and yada, yada, yada. But your mouth, I watched it, just said all of those things in a row. The guy that you're with, your TV husband, that you said, we're going to work on it, we're going to stay and yada, yada, yada and work on things. You just kicked him in the dick again while he's sitting right next to you. And Timu Tate couldn't believe it. His face was like, what the fuck? Anyway, once again, nothing gets resolved. That whole situation isn't resolved. Rhi still wants her 5 seconds of fame on this show, and yet she's never going to get it when Jacqui's being so off the hinge as usual. In the lead up to tonight's episode, I heard a rumour that Willie with the Big Billy was definitely going to write leave. And now we get to find out.
Anytime Adrian and my name are mentioned in a sentence together, everyone's
What made you hold back from telling Billy about this?
I haven't spoken to Billy at all.
No, there's been no communication, but I do feel like it might have been quite nice for me to have the same kind of, just conversation. I thought I was maybe owed that.
But I do feel like Billy felt we'd only just found out.
Yeah.
Sierra is another one who needs to go and sort herself out. She doesn't look like she's in a good spot, you know what I mean? I don't feel anyone should pile on her because she doesn't look good here. She looks like she's really struggling with what's going on because she doesn't open and share things very easily, except when it comes to Adrian. Look, Billy's in the right. in saying that, like, if you're going to be in this thing together and you'd come on this show knowing exactly what's going to happen, where you have to bear your emotions, you have to sort through all the things and mistakes that you've made so you can sort of air it all on national TV. That's a part of the whole deal. You want to get the likes and the follows and the subscribers. This is what you got to do. And Sierra didn't really do that. And she especially, well, I guess she kind of did with Adrian. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what she feels for him. Maybe it's just a friendship thing, or maybe more happened and we'll find out at the reunion.
Is that something you regret?
I guess maybe I could have addressed him. Yeah, I don't know.
I have to be honest, I feel frustrated.
Do you feel a deeper connection with Adrian than you do with Billy?
I just find him easy to talk to. Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel a deeper connection with Sierra than you do with Athena?
No, I don't.
Adrian is saying the right things. Well, you know, I'll hold my judgment. It seems like smart for him to go, no, deeper connection with Athena. No. I'm definitely in the doghouse, so deeper with Athena. Billy doesn't seem like he's a nasty guy. Billy just seems like he's made a lot of mistakes in relationships past, and he's gone for like a purely physical sexual attraction and not really opened up. And now he's trying to really do the opposite. I'm really trying to open up, and he wants his partner to then open up with him, and then he'll feel more connected, and it's not just a bang bang thing with his big old Willie. But Sierra never really got there. Like, she never really could match him. And so it's hard to sort of diss Billy because it does seem like he's trying hard. That's what the edit's telling us anyway.
Them comments, it's not acceptable. I hold my hands up. It's wrong.
Look at, he's just owning it.
I'm deeply sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry to the other girls in here as well. You shouldn't have to hear that. I just feel like I've really retreated.
Okay, so then again, another guy on the lounge. And this one, I'm not shocked that Billy's like, you know what, I shouldn't have said that we should swap wives. That was dumb. And he's not trying to justify it. He said that he made a mistake. And Billy's not done anything so douchebaggery that we have to sort of discount everything that he's saying now. I don't know about you, but I also can't figure out if Sierra actually really likes Billy and that's why she can't open up to him. And maybe she can open up to Adrian because maybe she isn't into him sexually. Maybe it's just the ones that she really is afraid of them hurting her that she can't actually open up to emotionally. I'm not an expert.
All I've ever wanted was a deeper connection. And I've got nothing. However many weeks we're in now, I've tried to give you what you needed, but you don't give me what I need. I've tried because I've come into this experiment open and honest because I haven't been like that in previous relationships. I've got nothing from you, Sierra. Absolutely sweet FA.
He's not being mean, but he's sharing his feelings and he's being quite direct with them, and I support. This actually feels like proper couples counselling. As opposed to so many times on the couch where it's just a huge farce. This seems very genuine.
Yeah, so can't see us really coming back from anything. So,
he's going to write leave.
Yeah, I wrote leave.
Oh, yes, but will you be stuck? Oh,
Yeah,
Mel's.
I just wrote leave.
Oh,
okay.
both of them. Well, they're done. All right, sweet. I guess they haven't been spending any time with each other, so it makes sense that they wouldn't want to stay in the experiment. It just seemed like on the couch that they were actually starting to at least communicate a little bit better. I'm not going to say breakthrough.
I just wish that we had had this conversation before this, because now that I've heard you out this, I wish we could stay.
I don't know if I'm going to believe that you wish you could stay, but I do believe that she wished that she could have this conversation a little bit sooner. The problem is, Sierra, you've got all these walls up and you can't do it. And I don't think Billy's completely not, like, no one's perfect. So it's not like Billy has no faults. It sounds like there were times where Sierra felt like she wanted to open up, but Billy was too busy, like, watching the football or hanging out with the boys. So it could have been one of those relationships that actually worked.
I felt like you don't really want to talk, so it's been very, very hard, you know?
Yeah, I'd shut off.
At least she knows it. I hope Sierra's okay. She does not look okay on this couch. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but she looks like she has not slept. She looks completely ragged. Obviously, no one wants to hear that, but it does seem like she's under some sort of emotional distress. So I don't think she's putting on an act. Speaking of putting on an act, there is a couple, and it's not Jack and Rhi, because their act is bad. There's a lot of flaws in it. This act is also very bad. I don't know if they're trying to make us seem like they're good, or the producers are just editing it in a certain way to make us seem like, oh, they're really making, like, there's a couple redemption, they're really making it work. But before we even got to the commitment couch, the whole stuff with Tony and Morena, it's not happening. Stop trying to make us think that it's a thing.
On our first date was went to dinner, and I'm sure you've all heard of Tina Turner.
Oh yeah, Tina Turner.
Mate, I've never. I walk into a restaurant, and this lady's singing off him. So what are you doing? But that's Morena.
You sang.
That's who I am.
It was so beautiful.
Okay, what is this story? Where is this restaurant? Why did you walk into a restaurant and start singing Tina Turner? Also, I want to know in the comments what Tina Turner is one of my heroes. If you are a long-term Sweet Baby Angel, you would know that my favorite Tina Turner song is... I'm hoping you're putting it in the comments. It's Private Dancer. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. It's one of the sluzziest songs in the world, and I love it so much because she's just a private dancer and she'll do anything for money. She doesn't care what currency, she'll do it. And, and as someone who makes videos on YouTube, I get it. So she walks into a restaurant and she starts singing a Tina Turner song, just randomly. Like what is she doing? Was there a Tina Turner song playing? Was it a karaoke place? Like, why are you just like at the top of your lungs? What are you? Also, I'm not joking. In the comments below, I want you to put what song of Tina Turner do you think Morena was singing? It was probably just The Best or something, or What's Love Got to Do with It? You know, not a deep cut. This narrative of them trying to make us think like Tony and Morena are like a solid couple, it's crazy. I still can't get over it. No matter how long I watch it, I'm like, what? What are you trying to trick us? Why are you playing this music like they love each other all of a sudden? We know this not to be true.
It's really lovely to hear that, but I don't feel it.
What would it take to feel that?
I just want him to be a gentleman. I've asked him, do not fist pump me, and he still does it.
Oh, so maybe that's his love language. God, everyone's got to bend to Morena. You know, there's so many farcical things that have come out in the media because she's out there doing her spin, just like Adrian is. And the stories that she's telling are insane. I think she's in the right in feeling that Tony isn't going to end up with her. So why is she wasting her time here? But she can't just have a bit of fun. And this is why someone like Morena can't find love, because she can't just have fun. If you're not going to just like relax and have fun and not like worry about the destination so much and where you're going to end up, you're never actually going to find anyone good. You just got to relax.
I've asked him to stop headlocking me, and he still does it. I'm so sorry that I'm not fun, and I'm so glad you're all laughing.
Well, because that's funny. It's funny. Look, I get it. Like, there's certain things that when you're with someone, you're like, why did they do that? That's a bit weird. But unless they're doing heaps of toxic stuff, it can't be that annoying. Like, how many times is he getting you in a headlock? That is pretty funny. I would like to see Tony get Morena in a headlock. Just give him a little noogie. Oh, come on, Morena. Just lighten the fuck up.
I feel like that's just a jovial little thing, you know what I mean?
Jeff and I have a we fist pump all the time and have a handshake.
I actually can't believe you guys are asking me that.
But how would you like me to compliment you? How would you like me to show you?
Just be a gentleman. Stop headlocking me. Stop fist pumping me.
All right,
I'll
stop. I will stop.
It's confusing because Morena wants this magical unicorn, right? So she wants this guy who has this essence of being this young, fun guy, but she also wants this old school gentleman. And it's like, I don't know if this guy exists. This thing that you have pictured in your head, I don't know if it's actually real. Tony, for all of his faults, and I'm sure there's heaps that we're not even seeing in the edit, he's a fun guy. He just wants to have a bit of fun and relax and be chilled and not be so uptight. And you would think that that kind of energy being around you would make you less uptight, Morena, but it seems to be just like tightening that sphincter even more.
No.
Yeah, force a hug on her.
I can't hit.
It's not a headlock. No, that was actually a hug.
It was.
And you know what?
It's very clear that the two of you are starting to develop a foundation of friendship here.
Yeah, and even though they both wrote stay, for what reason, I don't know. Great. I guess we get to go around the traps one more time.
Come and grab a seat.
Hello. Literally.
What? Rewind it. Rewind it.
Come and grab a seat.
Hello. Literally.
Is that a bad edit? Why did he do that? He said hello and then he said literally. Honey, that doesn't fit there. Hello, literally. Maybe I should start saying that. Is that fun? Okay, all right. I guess I'll start the next video with hello, literally. Why did he say that?
I've got it on good authority that you gave an ultimatum. Either put me in the promo or I'll leave.
I did.
I didn't hold to ransom. Ransom's not the right word. Because I felt disrespected, I reacted on emotions. I'm a man, I make mistakes, I'm upset.
What does being a man have anything to do with it? Yeah, I'm a man, I make mistakes. Yep. Everybody makes mistakes. Doesn't matter if you got a P or a V. You're just saying words. Like, you're just saying words to try and get yourself out of this situation. Like, you know what? I make mistakes. I'm a man. Yeah, and again, no emotional intelligence, this guy. Literally.
Really validating how I felt for quite some time, where I felt invisible because I don't feel like you were considered me at all. The fact is, it is just a promo video and you should be here for me. These actions show me that I'm not your priority.
Yeah, I just messed up and just go in this mode like I'm self-sabotage. I don't give a shit about anything or anyone.
Okay. Well, that's true. So him taking a little bit of ownership? I don't know. I didn't expect him to have even that sort of awareness. So he's admitting that he has some sort of self-sabotage and because he's a child. So what he does is when something happens where he feels all of those emotions that he doesn't know where to put them, he explodes and then he just tries to blow it all up because he's probably embarrassed that he exploded. So he's like, I'm not coming back. I'm out. Get it. Here's my ring.
Like, wouldn't you love to learn how to be so open with someone like Athena? Like,
yeah, of course.
She'll love you to the end of the days, mate. She's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
You've got a good opportunity, and I really feel like
Dave.
you need to open up to her, man, because she'll show you the way.
And I agree. I genuinely do care, and I know that I'm doing wrong and I need to do better.
Good on you, sweet baby angel Dave. This is why you have the title. Congratulations. Because we need more men in the world, straight men, who can speak to other straight men and go, hey, you don't have to act like a fuckhead. Like, there's nothing in the rule book that says you have to act like this masculine macho fuckhead who has to be a certain type of way. Like, you can show your emotions. You can actually let her in. And if she has her emotions, you can, like, listen to them and sort through them. I don't know what I believe from Adrian, because he has been on the couch before and he has done all this little dance, and it's made me think, oh, okay, maybe there's growth. And then we go back into the love, lab, rap maze and he just acts like a tool bag again. So who knows?
I went through my drawer today and I read through it, and a big thing in all of this was my most significant milestones as a mum. And I think at the end of it, I wrote how being a mum, you have to put your child first. And now here I am being selfish, missing out on real milestones in the pursuit of love. I guess time will tell if I made the right decision or not. And coming on this experiment, how I felt today didn't feel worth being away from those very real milestones. Yeah, I wrote sorry, leave.
Oh, well, from the trailer, we knew something was coming, but okay, so she read a bit of the letter that she wasn't going to read him, and the one that he didn't write, so I guess we're never going to hear from his. It's hard to tell with Adrian what's actually sinking in, because he's acting like a kid waiting for their mum to finish like an appointment that they're bored at. You know, like he's always looking around and doing these things, and it's like, are you actually paying attention to what's happening here? I'm not sure. Maybe because he can't deal with sort of any emotions, maybe that's when he feels uncomfortable. He feels like he has to bail, because Athena's being really open and honest, saying, you know what, it's a big deal for me as a mum to be away from my child, and I thought I was doing it for the right reasons. I don't know why you did it, Athena, because this show is like notorious for not finding love, but maybe you thought you'd have that Cam and Jules set up. Okay, so even though he writes stay, she has clearly put the L-E-A-V-E, and because one of them wrote stay and one of them wrote leave, she has to stay. Or maybe she just did that to scare him a little bit. I don't know. What's real?
Tonight was definitely like a big whack in the face moment for Adrian. And he probably does truly believe that he wants to start showing up for me, but I'm not sure he's able to.
I agree with that. I think he does actually want to be better, but I don't think he knows how to do it, nor does he want to try too hard to do it. I think if it came naturally to him, he'd be fine, but I think he actually has to do a lot of work on himself, and I don't know if he's got he's not fully cooked. You know, he's still not fully cooked. Got to pop him back in the oven. And that's it. Oh, okay, and that's it. All right, well, that wasn't the most eventful Commit Me, but I'm hoping that this week is going to be fun. You can donate to the channel if you have enjoyed any of my videos. I'd love that. Rehashed.com.au, or make sure that you go and follow me on the other socials, Wilko Rehashed on TikTok and Instagram, and you can also give thanks with just the little love heart button below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.